straight out of the park, having watched Man United yet again deliver a disappointing performance. Fulham won, Man United won. 1-1 written all over this match. I was just hoping that somehow, somewhere, we would get the break, but I don't know where to start. Um, Played well against Arsenal. We still lost. Praising a performance in a 1-0 defeat, and we thought, okay, we can we can work on that. But no, it's the same exact situation as last year, where yes, we got up, not just last year, but years gone by, where we've played well against the big clubs. Why? Because they'll also want to play football. They'll attack, we'll attack. We got ourselves up to play against one of the contenders for the Premiership. But can we get ourselves up for Fulham? No, we couldn't. We simply did not do enough to win this match. I'd love to have come out of Craven Cottage with 3 points, but do we deserve it? No. This performance was flat. Our new players didn't do enough. And the second half, I think I spoke to you guys at half time and I said, we've got to see Sesko. Sesko did come on, and Sesko had most of the second half. But I can't recall even one cross that Sesko had. Not one. What's the point of bringing on a 6'5" striker if you're not going to cross the ball? And major issues. Amarim, Amarim's got to take a lot of blame here. He has completely failed in his squad selection, match selection, and substitutes, in my humble opinion. Um, we needed just some facts there, but we needed goals. We needed to win this match. We scored a goal, went 1-0 ahead, and we didn't show we didn't shore up. Why has Mainu not come on? Especially when both Cunha and Buemo have not been effective. Then we go to 1-1, and we need goals. Who does he bring on? He brings on Maguire. Okay, I'll get that. But took off Lenny Euro, who's been our best player and the man of the match for me from a United perspective. Um, and he's brought on not Chido Obi Mikel Martin, sorry, Chido Obi Martin, but he's brought on Aiden, a defender. He's brought on Maguire. He's brought on Diego Dalla. We need goals. And 3 out of the 5 substitutes you bring on are defenders. Don't get it. So Amarim really bemused me, and I was critical of him. Critical of him that he's been taking to the media, talking so much, when really he's got to sort out his team. You know, he talks about being excited, and apparently, he was fearful going into matches last year, and now he's super excited, taking to the team. I'm not excited about watching Man United after today. We're back to the same old crap. Most of the teams that we will play are definitely not going to be the top teams, right? So you've got Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal. Apart from these 5 teams, we expect Man United to dominate possession. We expect Man United to have most of the ball. We expect the other teams to be countering. And we have yet to score a goal from open play. 2 matches down. Issues, big issues. So the good for this match, very little. I think the good has to be Lenny Euro, huge positive, uh, and De Ligt. I would say Lenny Euro, De Ligt were two of the best players in the first match, and this has continued. De Ligt has been superb since the start of the season. If De Ligt stays fit, I think we've got a good chance of keeping clean sheets and a good chance of keeping away goals. Euro, really superb performance. Shaw, really disappointing for me today. Had an excellent match last against Arsenal, but today he was poor. So the good in overall for me has been Lenny Yoro and De Ligt. The bad, where do I start? I think the bad for me has been the selection, terrible selection from Amarim. And the ugly is just the goal that we conceded. That Portuguese selection. Um, Amarim, first of all, for bringing on Diego Dallo. I don't think he should have been brought on. What was wrong with Ahmad? Didn't have an excellent game, but then who did? But to bring on Diego Dallo in a match where we needed to attack, really weird. Anyway, Diego Dallo comes on, miscontrols the ball stupidly at loads of time, miscontrols the ball. Then who fails to track from midfield? None other than Bruno Fernandes. Last match's villain, and he has yet again cost us points. Bruno Fernandes, one of my favourite players, but he has been absolutely abysmal since the start of the season. He was at fault against Arsenal. He's at fault against today. Didn't track the run of Emile Smith Rowe. Just let him run rampant. On top of that, misses the penalty in the first half. I think Bruno's head's turned. Bruno's head's elsewhere. Um, we might not sell him. We might sell him. I don't know, but we've got to have that resolved. And I go back to Amarim. Amarim simply can't bench Bruno. He's unbenchable. I don't know what he thinks he is. Um, does Amarim think Bruno is Roy Keane? Is Bruno Paul's goals? Even they were benchable. But Bruno plays every minute of every single match. He was everywhere. But that's all he does. He's running like a headless chicken. Feel sorry for Bruno. He's got to be benched. He's got to take responsibility for this poor performance, and so does Amarim. So I really hope these guys can sort themselves out. And we've got a game in midweek. We've got to win big. And I think Amarim's got huge problems, both at both ends. We need to get a keeper. We need to get a keeper ASAP. We need to get a new goalkeeper, someone who can command the box during in corners, and we have to get Benjamin Sesko firing. Huge problems at both ends. But anyway, I'll do the next video for the player ratings. But this was just my reaction right after the match, and hugely disappointing match. Um, Angry is an understatement, and we have issues. Until then, I'll speak to you all later.